Good morning, drumming community. Bart Elliott here. It is Friday, September 6th. Not a lot going on today for our drumming calendar, but I will say just that the Greece Days of Percussion that's in Athens is continuing today and goes through the weekend. And I wanted to go ahead and mention also just a couple of things that are going on over the weekend. One being the La Rioja Drumming Festival that's going to be in Spain. That's tomorrow. And I know Todd Zuckerman is going to be there, and also Rob Wallace, who is one of the owners of Hudson Music, as well as Drum Guru. I know he's heading out. I spoke with him on the phone a few days ago, and I knew that he was heading out. Also, I want to mention birthdays that tomorrow, our good friend David Stanoch, VIP member and author educator, David Stanoch, he turns 52 years old tomorrow, and he is a faculty member up at McNally Smith College in Minnesota, and you've probably seen his book, Tables of Time. If not, you need to check it out. I reviewed it at the Drummer Cafe. It's a great book. You need to check that out. Also on Sunday, September 8th, Marv Dahlgren turns 89 years old. Man, that is hard to believe. I love Marv, and he's still playing and teaching. A great guy, great percussionist. Drum set vibes, the whole bit. He is the co-author, along with the late Elliot Fine, of Four-Way Coordination. Also, another great book by Marv, if you can find it, it's called Drum Set Control. And he also instigated the Hunger Beatdown that we did a while back. I guess it was well over a year ago, and I'd like to see that happen again. So happy birthday to you, Marv. A couple other things in the news I want to mention. These are articles that you can find on Drummer Cafe. It's about Jessica Bowen, who is the new spokesperson for Hit Like a Girl for the 2014 event that will be coming up before long. You can read more about that. Also, Aaron Spears is giving a master class, and this is going to be webcast. This is going to be November 9th. It's going to be webcast on Drum Channel. You can read more about that at the Drummer Cafe. In the news section, by the way, at the bottom of every page, you can see Hot Off the Grill, and that's the new news items that show up each day. We've got those there. Also want to mention here in Nashville, we've got the Drummers Jam, Nashville Drummers Jam 3. It's going to be a tribute to Jeff Beccaro. This is going to be a great event. If you can make it to Nashville this Monday, coming Monday, which is the 9th, you're going to want to do it. 25 of the city's top drummers, and there's lots of great drummers here, but 25 of these guys are each going to be playing a tune with the rhythm section. It's all about raising money for a couple of different benefits. Check out the Drummer Cafe calendar for more information about that. It's going to be great, though. I'm going to be shooting some video of the rehearsals on Sunday, and wish I was playing. Maybe next time. And then the thing on the 9th. I don't think I'll be videoing the actual event, but I will be getting some of the rehearsals. A couple of other news items. Want to remind you, this is the last day to register for Rich Redmond's Crash Course for Success. It's not the last day to register, it's the last day to register and save $100. That's going to be going on in November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd here in Nashville. You can find out more about that on our calendar at the Drummer Cafe. But if you register today, you can save $100 off tuition. What else? A couple other little news items, and then one other item I want to talk a little bit more in detail about. The Buddy Holly, J.I. Allison, who was one of the drummer for Buddy Holly's band. He was in the Crickets. You may remember that they took his house and they moved it to the Buddy Holly Center in Lubbock, Texas, which is the museum and they refurbished it and whatnot, and so they've just now opened that. So if you're in the Lubbock, Texas, Panhandle of Texas area, you can check out the Buddy Holly Center and check out this house. The significance of the house is Buddy Holly and the Crickets wrote a lot of tunes in the drummer's house, garage, wherever it was. So it's kind of interesting. Also, there's an article, I have a link to an article about that, as well as this article, Top Singing Drummers in Classic Rock. That's on the Twitter page, so follow us on Twitter for that. Check it out, twitter.com/Drummer Cafe, or you can also go to our Facebook page at Drummer Cafe, facebook.com/Drummer Cafe. Do I have to keep saying the whole URL? Everything we have is just Drummer Cafe on any of these pages, all the social media. Okay, last but not least, I wanted to take a minute and talk about the lovely Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial. You can read a news story that was written by Andy Ziker, and it's entitled "Ziker Calls for Boycott of KFC." And that is at the Drummer Cafe. You can read that article as well as see the video in question. And so basically what it is, if you haven't seen the video, they meant to be humorous, and they were just saying, hey, going to KFC is smart, but answering your phone between 4:30 and 7 at home is not smart. They show a picture of telemarketers, and the next scene, which is ruffled feathers, is this mom's pulling up groceries, getting out of the car, opens the garage door, and there's a set of drums. Is buying your kid a set of drums not smart? So that is kind of the issue. Some people think you just need to get over it. It's supposed to be humorous. Obviously, KFC thought it was humorous. And a couple other not so nice things are being said about those who find it offensive or insulting or whatever. I'm not fully sure where I sit on it. I just kind of, for me personally, I'm just letting it kind of roll off my back like water on the duck. Probably just because I have too many other battles to fight, if you will. But I think I have to stand with Andy Ziker on this, and here's the reason why. And maybe for some of you out there who think that it's just crazy to let this bug you, it's just humor, get over it, there's lots of drummer jokes, blah, 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 blah. Here's the reason. Stop for just a minute and think about this. If you made your living teaching kids the drums, if you are an educator of young people in the music programs, or a private teacher, or if you are a music store that is a mom and pop shop that is struggling to try and sell drum kits to beginner drummers and trying to build that, if that's your livelihood, especially in the state of this economy, I can see why that this would bother them. And I don't really fault them with that. And so I think you need to stop and think about, if you were in that situation, how would you like someone basically discouraging people? Even though it's humorous, the thing is we as drummers might find it humorous, or we might get the joke. But to a parent who's on the fence about getting their kid involved with drums or having a drum set or music lessons or whatever, I don't know. I really didn't find it funny. I think KFC could have done something else with that. I think I mentioned this on Facebook. They've been better off to say, like, hosting an all-night jam session for your child's rock band, not smart. I mean, that's a little bit different because you're taking the extreme. But it was just weird. I don't make a bigger deal about it, but it is just kind of strange. I don't even think the commercial even says telemarketers. They show that, they imply it, and I think we all agree it's irritating, but they don't, it's not that they slam being a telemarketer. It's just saying, they're kind of bugging you at this time frame, so don't answer your phone. But with the drums, they're not only saying about just the sound of the drums, but they're addressing just you even getting a drum kit for your kid. So I don't know. It's just different. I just think they could have done it differently. Should we get over it? Sure. But I think businesses need to think things through a little bit. And it is an old joke. There's an old Chinese proverb that says, you know, to get even with your enemy, buy all his kids a drum. You know, it's funny because you're banging it on all the time. But anyway, there it goes. Maybe it'll be more PR for the drumming community. All right, I've probably given too much time to that, but wanted to address it, especially since some of you were a little rude about the article. You need to be careful with your words and be kind. And take a moment to think about what other people are going through. If it bugs them, take a moment to think why maybe it's bugging them, even though it doesn't bother you. Okay? Love you all. Have a great day. Visit drummercafe.com.